Seated position. Palms facing down. Just roll the shoulders back and down. Maybe move left to right on the mat. Find what feels like center. Move forward and back, left and right. And when you rock to what feels like center, begin to inhale out the crown of your head. And just feeling the length of your spine. And then we'll close down the eyes and do some breath work together to begin. So following my count, if it's too fast or too slow, you can do it in your own time. So let's all exhale together. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top of the breath. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Release. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Let it go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Let it go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release. Inhale and exhale through the nose, finding length on the inhale, finding space on the exhale. Finding your grounding, noticing the edges of the wave of your breath. So the theme for this class is the tides, or water. So just allowing the breath, you're inhaling to the top of that wave, the crest of that wave. And on your exhale, you're breathing to the trough or the bottom of that wave. And just allowing each individual wave to be what it is, to allow the whole ocean of your breath, the rise and the fall, the up and the down, to move through your whole practice. So vinyasa just means flow, and so we're going to have a really flowing practice with lots of turns, lots of tumbles, and lots of fluid movements. And throughout the whole process, when it's slow, when it's fast, when it's challenging, when it's easy, we're going to keep this wave of the breath. That ebb and that flow. So when you're ready, we're going to sit to a kneeling position, so knees together, hips on heels. And I'm not entirely sure where I learned this from, but I need to visualize that you're down by a water's edge. And when I was taught the move, it was speaking about almost like going down to the water to like wash your clothes or to collect water. And the action is to cross one arm on top of the other, and then open back up and cross the other arm on top, and then open back up. And then you scoop the water with both hands, palms facing up, and then you wash the water, cleansing, cooling, calming overhead. So that's the whole thing. One arm over the other. Open up. Other arm on top. Open up. And then you're scooping this clear, beautiful water and dripping it overhead and allowing it to cleanse the body, the spirit, the mind. So you can go at your own pace. One arm then the other arm, and find this scoop, find this pour, and just receiving that within the body. Receiving that within the breath. Couple more. Visualizing and then from here we'll start to scoop with each hand. So we'll take one arm forward, palm faces up, and then we'll scoop the water back towards us. Scoop with the other hand, bring it back towards you. Almost like you're splashing this beautiful water onto the body, onto the face, over the head. Almost like this ritualistic cleansing, clearing, calming. And then we'll try to twist behind. So when you're ready, you're going to turn to the left, reach the left palm behind you. Left palm faces up. And then you're going to bring the water from behind and bring it forward. So start small. It doesn't have to be a big twist. And then go left to right and see how you need to really engage through your center to twist behind yourself. Again, visualizing and imagining your hand moving through water, feeling that resistance and receiving that water within and around. The next time the left hand is back, set the left fingertips to the earth and lift the hips, lift the chest, lift the right arm. That's your in-breath. On your exhale, wave the hips down. And then reach the right arm behind. Set the right fingertips down. Lift the hips. Lift the left arm. Exhale, you're down. This time, taking both fingertips, reaching back behind you. Fingertips face away. Pressing into the fingertips as you lift the chest. Option to stay here, option to lift the hips. And as you soften your hips back down to the mat, hands plant on either side of the knees. We're going to engage through our core. So we're going to press into the hands. We're going to press into the tops of the feet and see if we can lift the knees just a little, or maybe a lot. Bringing the knees up towards the body. Yes. For 3, 2, 1. Soften back down. Let's walk out into our bellies. Making a pillow with your hands, softening the forehead down. Feet are out wide. Move the hips left to right, softening to the ground. We'll take the fingertips wide, bend through the elbows. And let's wave up, waving the spine. And exhale as we wave down. Moving with your breath, inhaling as you lift with the back muscles, not just the arms, and waving back down. 2 more. Exploring the rise and fall of the spine. Exploring the tides of your breath and your body. And the next time you come high, we're going to turn left to right. So we're going to turn to the right, drop the left shoulder down. That's it. And then inhale back up, turn to the left, drop the right shoulder down. This is a little easier if your fingers are wide, so you might want to bring your hands a bit further away from each other. Yeah, no, that's it. For 3, 2, and 1. Back to your pillow, back to your rest. And from here, looking to your right, and bend your right knee out to the side 90 degrees. So your knee is in line with your hip, And your knees in line with your ankle. Flex the right foot. And you can stay here as a right hip opening. Or there's an option to come up to Sphinx, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders, palms facing down. If your lower back feels sore here, just come back down to your head. But if this feels okay, you can just allow some breath into this right hip. Release through the glutes and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Release the right leg, coming back down to rest. And then we look to the left. Take the left knee out towards the left. Left knee bends. Left foot flexes. Make sure there's a 90 degree underneath your knee. And you can stay down or option to come up to Sphinx. Elbows under wrists and elbows under shoulders. Pardon me. And just breathing into that left hip. 4, 3. 4, 2. 1. Softening down. Release the left leg back. And slide back to child's pose. Knees wide. Toes together. Hips to heels. Settle down. And rest your head either on your hands or on the earth. Just ground in here. For 3. 4, 2. Not only mystics, but even scientists tell us that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only change form in a state of flow. The faucet you turn with your mind once you learn to exercise those muscles and let them grow. So from here, keep your knees wide, keep your feet together, just come forward and bring the fingertips out and the heels of the hands to meet each other. And from here, just shift your weight left to right, just noticing the openness through the hips, noticing openness through the wrists, just giving the wrists and the forearms a bit of space. And then when you're ready, let's take the fingertips back towards the body, heels of the hands away, and then gently sink the hips back and forward. This can be a lot, especially if you type or use your phone. And so just be gentle here, micro bend in the elbows for 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Release the hands back around, facing fingertips to the front of the mat. So you're in tabletop, but the knees are wide. And then you bring the hips towards the left, hips towards the right, and then hips forward and back. And you're making a big circle here. You're just breathing a bit more space into those hips. Just imagining yourself rolling around in the currents, in the tides, in the water, and just surrendering to the motion. Let's move in the opposite direction when you're ready. Just surrendering to the change in flow, the change in tides, the new direction. And as you move back into stillness, we're going to slide the left arm underneath the right, threading the needle. Left side of the head comes to the ground. Right arm reaches out in front. Come to the fingertips of your right hand so you can press away and slide the hips back even further. Right hand comes underneath the face and release the left hand. And let's come to the other side. Right arm underneath the left. Right side of the head comes down. Left hand extends, left fingertips reach. And use the fingertips to press your hips back. Sink them back down. And as you replace the left hand underneath the face or next to the face, unravel the right hand. Move your hands forward, knees under hips. And let's do free cat-cow. So dancing and moving in each and every direction. Allow the body wisdom to lead here. So allow the waters within the body, the waters within the womb to allow free movement without using the mind. So you're not thinking about where to go, the body is taking you. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let's tuck the toes. So we're going to lift the knees and hover them. Straight away you're going to have to engage through your core to keep these knees lifted. And I want you to turn the knees and the toes towards the right and dip the left hip to the earth. So bring your hips to the ground. That's it. Now press into the ground and see if you can do the other side. Hover the knees forward. Knees and toes to the left, hips down. Now if it feels like your hands are too far away, you can bring your hands closer in and you can make this a tighter transition left to right. For 3. For 2. 1, drop the knees, and you can have a look at my screen. I'm just going to show you an option. You can have a go at that again, just left to right, if that felt not like enough of a challenge. If you want to step it up, option to bring both knees one side, keep the hip lifted. You can kick the bottom leg out and the top arm back, and then reconnect your foot to the ground and come back through, knees off the ground, switch sides. So my bottom leg goes forward and my top arm goes back. You can have a go or just keep with the original side to side of dropping the hips down. So Natalie, yep, your right foot, yes, that's it. Nice. Beautiful, everybody. Once you've done it evenly on both sides, drop your knees. Come back to your dancing, moving cat-cow. Use this as a time to reconnect to breath. Use this as a time to move the breath to any parts of the body that need it the most. For 3. For 2. 1. From here, let's engage the core just a little. From stillness, right leg moves back behind you. Right knee, right elbow. Send it back. Let's do a half push-up with the arms, but keep the right leg lifted. Straight back up. Let's do that again. Right knee, right elbow. Send it back. Half push-up. Last time. This time, as you send the leg back and we dip down, straight away, bring the right knee forward to your low lunge. Take your time to get there. Right ankle is under right knee. And let's do those scoops. So I'm going to sink my hips down, bend my right knee more as I scoop one arm and then the other arm. So you're dipping into the water, you're bringing those drops of water back into the body, onto the body, over behind the body. Extending that energy, cleansing the body, cleansing the aura. And then from here, we're going to use both hands together. So scoop with both hands, send both hands overhead. And then we're going to send the left hand forward, like we've been doing, but then we're going to turn the right hand back. So it's a bit of a twist, scooping and coming back to center. Let's try that again. Left hand forward, right hand back. So you really need to keep a strong core and a strong center to do this. Twisting from the center, and the head is just an add-on. Your head doesn't even have to twist if you don't want to. When you're ready, next time the right hand reaches back, left hand high, right hand down. See if you can tuck your left toes and maybe reach for your left heel. Doesn't have to touch. And from here, hands come down on the inside of the right foot. Let's look back at this left heel. Lift it up. And we're going to turn it to the right. Turn, 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 turn all the way underneath the body. Untuck the toes, sit on the heel. So you're in this sort of squat position. Body forward, hands back. From here, look to the left, to the back of the mat. Left hand down, straighten your right leg. You're in a modified side plank, maybe circling out through the wrist. Looking at your left hand, bringing your right hand next to it, dropping the right knee down. You're at the back of the mat. Let's flow through chin and chest. Hips to follow. Lifting this chest and rolling back through child's pose and straight back into your tabletop. Let's do the left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left heel back. Exhale, bend those elbows. Two more times. Elbow to knee, left side. Left leg back. Half push up. Nice strength, everybody. Left knee, left elbow. And this time, as we press up, let's tuck that left knee and step it through to low lunge facing the back. Hands come high and ready to scoop that water. Hips forward, left knee bends a lot. Those right toes can tuck behind you. Give yourself a bit more stability. And really visualize that water. Visualize the scoop. Visualize that feeling of that water running down the arm as you send it backwards behind yourself. Let's scoop with both hands. And then from here, we're doing right hand forward, as we've been doing. And then from the core, we twist to move left hand back. Yes, so you're scooping the water, palms up as you move forward, and palm up as you move behind. Yeah. So these don't have to be big movements. This can be a very gentle twist if you need it to be. And the next time the left hand is back and down, keep it there. Right hand to the sky, nice. Left hand reaches towards the heel, right hand to the sky. And then both hands are down on the inside of the left foot. Take a moment, look at your right heel. Pick it up, swivel it to the left as much as you can, pivoting on your knee. Untuck the toes, sit on your right heel, bow forward with the body, hands out to the side. Look to your right, slide the right hand away, straighten the left leg, modified side plank. Circle through the left wrist. Looking down at the mat, the original front, left hand down, left knee down. Let's flow it through. Chin and chest, like waves on the sand. Hips are down, rolling up and sinking back. You got a couple of breaths in child's pose if you need it. Allow the waves of the breath to wash over you. And when you feel ready, you can come up to your first downward facing dog. Hips are lifted. Pedaling through the knees. For 3. For 2. Spread those fingers, suction those palms. An invitation to stay in down dog if you feel like being stable and static for now. If you feel like moving to side plank, you can bring your toes and your knees to the right. Bend your knees a lot. Release your right arm, and as you straighten your legs, you bring the right arm overhand like you're swimming. Bring it down to the earth, and then come back to down dog. So try again. Toes to the left, knees to the left. Bend the knees a lot. Release the left hand, reach it back, and as I straighten my knees, my left hand comes up, over, and down. So keep trying, side to side, or you're breathing in down dog. Yogi's choice. You've got 3 breaths wherever you are. For 3, 4, 2, and 1. Down dog we meet. Right leg floats to the sky. Right heel, right knee, right elbow. Back to 3-legged dog. Right knee steps through, warrior 1, left heel grounds. Come on up, right knee over right ankle. Bend the right knee further as you bring one arm scooping forward, and then we'll straighten the leg as you bring it back. So you're scooping as you bend the knee and straightening as you come up. So feeling into strength of that right leg. Even though the right knee is bending, can you still send some energy down through that left leg? Let's use both hands and scoop. We're going to come high in the left heel. So bring your left heel up, both toes facing forward. From here, the left hand scoops forward, and then see if you can bring the right arm back behind you. I'm bending my left knee to give myself a little bit more balance. So the left hand forward, and send the right arm back. So you're twisting towards the right, so towards the bent knee. Yep, that's it. Next time the right hand is back, we keep it there. Keep the right hand down, the left hand high, reaching the hands away from each other. And let's turn everything to the left. Body, toes, everything to the left. Left knee bends, right leg straight, right toes to the sky. So we're in Skandasana at the back of the mat. That's it. So the left knee is bent, the right leg is straight. Let's bow forward, body forward, hands back. And then we turn to the back of the mat now into runner's lunge. Now I've got a couple of choices. We're going to come to the outside of the left foot. So you bring in the left foot to the center of the mat. We'll come to the outside of the left foot, so the knife side of the left foot, allowing the left knee to open out towards the left. It's almost like a pigeon pose. And if it feels like too much on the hands, drop the right knee. It's the same thing if you drop the knee. And I just want you to sink the hips and lift the chest on the inhale, and then soften away on the exhale. So on the inhale, find some depth. On the exhale, find some space. So press back. One more. Turning the left foot back down. So the right knee is down. We'll send the left leg back, so we're back into that 3-legged tabletop. So the right knee is down, left leg is back. Yep. And let's do that half push-up. This time, drop the left knee and bring chin and chest, sliding through to a vinyasa flow of your choice. If you need child's pose, 3 breaths. If you need another flow, go for it. For 3. 4, 2. We'll meet in our downward facing dog, lifting the hips. So you can stay facing the back of the mat. And we'll turn ourselves back around to the front within the sequence. So the left leg lifts, left knee, left elbow, back to three-legged dog. Left knee forward and through, warrior one, right heel grounds, come on up. And let's scoop that water right then left, straightening the leg as you bring that healing, cleansing, calming waters into your system. Let's scoop with both hands when you're ready. And as you do so, you lift that right heel, so both toes face forward. And as the right hand scoops forward, the left arm will scoop back. I'm micro bending through my right knee so I can really lean back. And make this your own. No two shapes are the same, no two bodies are the same, no two waves are the same. So just allow the breath to continue through you, rolling in, rolling out. And the next time the left hand is down, right hand to the sky, reaching the fingertips away from each other. And then let's turn everything to the right. Toes, body, hand, and the right knee bends. Left leg is straight, Skandasana. Left toes to the sky. Yep. Body forward, hands back, bow down. And then place the hands, the original front of the mat, so you're turning everything into your right. Your right knee set, your left leg is straight. So now you're framing the right foot, that's it. Take that right foot to the center of the mat, in between your hands. Come to the outside of that right foot, drop the right knee out to the right. You can drop the left knee, it's the same shape. And send the hips down as you lift the chest away. And then ease out. Send the hips down as you lift the chest. And then replace the right foot to the earth. Hands under shoulders, the left knee is down. So you just shoot that right leg back behind you. So you're in a tabletop, but the right leg is back behind you. Yep. Let's do a half push-up. Let's drop the right knee down and do a full flow through the earth, chin and chest. Child's pose or down dog, whatever you need at this space. Honoring your breath. Honoring your own momentum for 3. For 2. Let's meet in downward facing dog. We're going to move through that same sequence, but we're going to add on. You can opt in or opt out at any of these phases. Take what you need, just leave what you don't. Downward facing dog, right leg to the sky. Right knee, right elbow. If you want, you can tap the right foot down and see about lifting the left arm. Otherwise, come back to three-legged dog and draw the right knee in, right foot down, and come up to warrior one with the left heel grounded. Let's do a couple of these scoops, left and right. Then we've got both hands, scoop. As we do so, we lift the left heel and we'll send the body forward, lifting the left leg. In our warrior 3, we're just going to splash some water on our face. So we're just scooping the water up. 2, 3, and now we step the left foot way back. So we're back into that crescent lunge, both toes face forward. Left hand forward, right arm back. One more. Left arm forward, right arm back. Drop the right hand down, left hand to the sky. Spin everything to the left. Twirl it out. Left knee bends, right leg straight, right toes to the sky. Have a look down at your left foot. Make sure the left foot's facing out towards the left, the same direction as your left knee. Yeah. And then bring your hands to the ground. And there's two options. Option one, just practice turning your right toes down to face the front. So almost like, so you can place your whole foot on the ground with the right toes facing the same direction you are. That might be enough. Option for an arm balance, bringing the palms to the ground, bending the elbows like chaturanga arms. My right foot is pressed into the earth, my toes are facing the same direction as my fingers. I lift high on my left heel, bring my left knee into that forearm, and lean forward, maybe lifting my left foot. It's kind of like a crow, but it's a half crow and you've got that one leg on the ground. Wherever you are, turn the body to the back of the mat, left knee is bent, hands frame the foot. We're going to come into a side plank. So, there's a couple ways. One, you can come to the outside of the right foot and take the left foot on top. If that doesn't make sense to you, you can just come to plank and then turn the plank to the left hand to the sky. So we'll go the other way to bring the left hand up. Yoko, you've got it right. Everybody, bend the left knee, step the left foot behind and see if you can come to a flip. Flip the hips, just soften to the mat. You got it. Let's do a boat pose. Now, if you're really tired, keep your feet on the ground and we'll just paddle with our arms. If you've got a bit of juice, I want you to lift the feet and do the same thing. Wherever you are, keep the chest lifted. Imagine yourself propelling yourself through the water for 3, 2, 1. Drop the feet. We're going to come back to our down dog together. So right hand reaches behind by the right hip. Fingertips are facing away from you. So when you lift your hips, you can turn the left hand down and take the left foot up and over to a rest or to a flow. Yogi's choice. If you're resting, breathe in your down dog. If you're flowing, you can do a full vinyasa. We've got the other leg to do. So when you're ready, down dog. Let's inhale nose, exhale mouth. Let's let that whole side go. Left leg flips. Left knee. Left elbow. Option to drop the left toes and maybe lift the right arm. It's a lot. 3-legged dog. And then step the left foot through. Ground the right heel. Warrior 1. So you're facing the back of the mat. That's okay. You're facing away from me. And let's scoop with one hand and then the other hand. Taking your time, making sure your hips are facing forward. And then let's scoop with both hands as you lift the right heel. So both toes are facing forward. Let's go to that warrior 3 shape. So the right leg lifts, the body moves forward, and let's keep the hands busy. Let's take that water up towards the face. It's like you're washing, you're cleansing, you're waking yourself up, and then the right leg comes back down. Back to the same position, crescent with both toes facing forward. You can bend the right knee. It gives you stability. Right hand forward, left hand back. It's like you're paddling through, swimming through. And the next time the left arm is back, let's keep it down, right hand to the sky, reaching away from each other. Spin it to the right, toes and body. Right knee bends, left leg is straight, left toes to the sky. Looking at your right knee, making sure your right toes are facing in the same direction as your knee. So if your knee's moving to the right, you need to bring your toes to face the right as well. Hands are on the earth. Option to stay here, or maybe you're seeing how it feels to turn the left toes down towards the earth. So you're going to make sure your heel's on the ground. That your left heel, yeah. That's it, pivoting from the heel. So you can stay here. Option to practice that balance, palms face down, left foot is down. Come high on the right toes, bend your elbows to make a shelf. Right knee really holds the upper arm, and maybe you can lift the foot. It doesn't matter if you do or don't. We're going to bring the body and the toes back to the original front of the mat. Right knee bends. So back to face the front of your mat. So we're going to come to that side plank. Two ways to get in. Either come to the side of the left foot and stick the right foot on top, right hand to the sky, or come to plank and then turn the right hand up to the sky. That's it. Everybody, right knee bends. Step the right foot behind into your flip dog. And Yoko knows where we're going, hips to the earth. Soften yourself down. Ready for one more boat, or just leave your knees on the ground. Let's go with the arms, and maybe you can float the feet. And you're really needing to use your core and your obliques to move your arms here, especially reaching out in opposition with the arms. So use the breath for 3, 2, 1. Soften the feet down. Left hand by your left hip. Turn those left fingers towards the original front of the mat. Lift the hips and down dog. Right hand down. Take that right foot up and over. You got it. You can do your last flow, or you can rest. You have earned it. When you're ready, let's walk the hands back towards the feet. Toes face out. Knees bend, coming to squat at the back of your mat. Send the hips down, chest lifts. You can bring the feet wide, toes can face out, heels can be in, and we can breathe here. Option to stay up, or option to soften down and bring the hands wide. It's up to you. For 3, for 2, 1, take the fingertips forward. We're going to turn the toes to face parallel and then come to a forward fold. So make sure the feet are parallel to do this. Keep the knees bent. Be really kind to your back. Nod the head yes. Shake the head no. And then when you're ready, press your both feet. Let's roll up to stand. Hands to the sky, exhale down through prayer. So we're going to do a moving balance. So we're going to ground through both feet. Micro bend in the knees, roll the shoulders back and down, turn the palms out. Gentle tuck of the tailbone and feeling the length through the crown of the head. I'm going to do that curtsy move. I'm going to turn to face the same direction as you. The right foot steps behind the left, and you bend both knees. And we'll try the other side. Left foot behind the right, bend both knees. And then we're going to try and stay in this pose. The right foot behind the left, bend your knees, and we'll just stay here. Again, make sure the knees and the toes are in a similar direction. And you can just stay here and breathe, or option to use that scoop again, right then left. Just feeling into all the space that there may or may not be, and acknowledge this is a move that your body may have never experienced before. So just having some kindness for this part of the flow. The legs may be on fire, I'm aware. For 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot by the left. Well done. Shake it out. Letting it go. Let's do the other side. Left foot behind the right, both knees bend. Sink the hips, make sure they're even. And you can stay still or go for that scoop. Allow the whole body to work together, to explore, to just go with the flow, to receive that healing water energy that can be soft and flowy, but it can also be strong and destructive. Left foot steps by the right. Inhale high. Exhale down through prayer. Let's come back to our forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And let's hang out in our forward fold again. Bend the knees a lot. Let the head go. We've got a last tiny bit of work before we slow it right down. If you don't have it in you, you can rest in child's. So we'll come out to walk the hands out into downward facing dog from here. Hands to the front of the mat. And you can have a little check-in with your system. If you've got a little bit more juice, come with me. If you're bowing out, bring your knees down and you can rest in child's pose for the next 30 to 45 seconds. Otherwise, inhale, right leg high. Right knee, right elbow. And from here, see if you can get your right foot down and to the outside of that right foot. It's a bit of a tricky transition, so you really need to bring that right foot through and come to the outside of the right foot and bring the right knee out towards the right. If you need to drop your left knee to help it there, to place it, and drop the right knee out and then come back to straighten the back leg, you can. And then from this position, can you heel toe your right foot out towards the left so it moves across the body? So 2 straight legs. Left heel grounds, right hand to the sky. Fallen triangle. Last turn, roll around. Left hand down. Right knee, right elbow. And see if you can come to the outside of the left foot and step the right foot behind. It's your last flip dog, but you're not coming to the ground, you're coming straight back to downward facing dog. Here's where you might want to rest, or you can stay in down dog. For 3, 2, 1, left leg high. You got the last side to go, well done. Left knee, left elbow. Take the left foot down, and we're going to come to the outside of that left foot. If you need to drop the right knee to really help that left foot up, you can. And then straighten the right leg. Now we heel toe that left foot out towards the right. Ground the right heel, lift the right arm. Fallen triangle. Ready for that last flip around. Right hand down. Left knee, left elbow. Come to the outside of the right foot. Send the left foot down and behind, hips to the sky, flip dog. Back into the plank or back into down dog. And we'll all meet in child's pose, however you get there. If you want to flow, flow. If you want to go straight to rest, rest. For 3, 4, 2, 1. We're going to come to kneel. Bring your knees together. Come to sit back up. Palms facing down. Roll the shoulders back and down. And just notice. Notice all of that movement, that turning, that flowing, that energy that still might be moving within, even though the physical body is still. Just tapping into that. And we'll come to sit to the side, bring our legs in front, and we'll roll down onto our backs. So with the knees bent, we're going to do a body wave. Hands are down by your side, making sure the feet are parallel and you're pressing into both sides of the feet. We're going to hug the knees in towards the chest and just circle and massage through the back and the hips and the glutes, knees in both directions. And when you're ready, that moving bridge, the feet to the earth, on the inhale, lifting the lower, middle, and upper back as the hands reach up overhead. And then soften vertebrae by vertebrae down as the hands come back by down your sides. So making sure the feet are parallel, making sure you're pressing into the balls and the heels of your feet. Making sure the knees stay parallel and allowing your movement to link to breath. So the inhale is up and the exhale is down. Beautiful. Next time the hips are on the earth, send the left leg long, right knee in towards the chest. Hug that right knee in, soften your head, your neck, your shoulders. Send energy through that left heel as you bring your right knee into your right hand and almost bring that right knee up towards the right armpit. So you bring it out and up. That's it. From here, taking the left hand on the outside of that right foot and bringing the right shin across the body. Maybe the right hand can press the right knee away. It's almost like a pigeon shape again that we've been working with. And if you want, a different grip could be both of your hands underneath the shin with the fingertips facing towards you, almost like a forklift, if you can see my hands here. And you can maybe sway left to right. You can feel into this hip opening for 3, 2, and 1. Regrip with your left hand either on the shin or the ankle and take your right hand out to the right because we're going to straighten this right foot across the body towards the left. This left hand is just helping it there. It doesn't have to, but it can be supportive to keep it in the right direction. For 3, 4, 2, softening the shoulders down away from the ears. 1, look to your left. We're going to keep turning to the left side of the body, so let your right foot come down. And then you're going to keep turning around, shooting that right leg away from you and shuffling your hips underneath you so you can come to your belly with the right leg out to the right. Now, if that doesn't work, just bend your right knee. It's the same shape as we did in the warm-up. So you're on your belly, the right knee's out to the right, and your forehead is down. The option is to extend that right leg straight if you want to. For 3. 4, 2. 1. See how it feels to come up on your elbows into Sphinx just for a moment. And then we'll press through the right hand and slide the left arm underneath like threading a needle and roll back the way you came onto the left side of the body, and you've rolled to your back. Well done. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Roll it out both directions. Massage as you need. And let's roll the other way. So the right leg is long, the left knee gets hugged in towards the body. Check in with the jaw and the face muscles. Make sure they're nice and soft. Back of the neck is long. Taking the left foot into the left knee, the left hand into the left knee, And taking the left knee up towards the left armpit. For 3. 4, 2, 1. Taking the right hand on the outside of that left foot. Taking the left shin across the body and helping that left knee out towards the left into that pigeon shape. I like to change my grip by bringing the hands, palms facing up onto the shin, and then bringing that shin back towards me, keeping the head, neck, and shoulders soft. Collarbone soft. You can stay still or maybe you want to rock. For 3, 4, 2, 1. Right hand holds the left ankle or shin, left hand out by your left side to the ground, and straighten that the left leg across the body out towards the right. That's it. Feeling length in the whole left side body, pressing through that right heel for 3, 4, 2, 1. Look to your right. Roll to your right hip, right onto your right side. Keep scooching that left leg out to the left as you roll into your belly. And you've got a couple of options. You can leave that left leg straight, or you can bend your left knee if that feels better on your lower back. And just release and breathe into that left hip. For 3. Breathe into your lower back. For 2. 1. Let's gently support ourselves up into a sphinx on your elbows. And then take the right arm under the left as you roll to your right side, onto your back. And take as many movements as you need before Shavasana. Maybe you want to hug the knees in again, maybe you want a happy baby, or maybe you're ready to come straight to your relaxation. Take as much movement, take as much flow with the body as you need to come to stillness. Take as much time as you need, there's no rush. Once you have found a place of rest and place of peace, just reconnect with what may still be moving within. Even though the physical body may be in stillness, what's alive within? What is dancing and flowing with the tides within?
Every movement, every breath brings me closer to you.
this form. Delectable dewdrop. Pulsating beauty. My body. Drunk on the juices of this flesh, I could almost forget that beneath the wave, I am the eternal and infinite ocean. Patiently awaits my return. Flowing energy through the tips of toes and tips of fingers, allowing some movement. When you're ready, reaching your arms long over your head, finding space. Bending your knees and rolling into whichever side you fall to first. Just taking a couple of precious moments in the fetal position on your side. Grounding after all of that wavy tide movements. And then rolling, continue to roll up to a comfortable seated position with your hands in prayer. Arms to the forehead as a gentle reminder to allow the thoughts to be open, to be honest, and to be flowing. Palms to the lips, allowing words to be calm, to be compassionate, to be flowing. Palms to heart center, feeling into unconditional love, eternal joy within, knowing and feeling that ebb and flow of the tide, the out, the in, up, down, the giving, the receiving, knowing and feeling the full spectrum is within that wave. Thank you so much for joining and being the ocean. Namaste.